Yochanan, John, chapter 10. Yes, indeed, I tell you, the person who doesn't enter the sheep pen through the door, but climbs in some other way, is a thief and a robber. But the one who goes in through the gate is the sheep's own shepherd. This is the one the gatekeeper admits, and the sheep hear his voice. He calls his own sheep, each one by name, and leads them out. After taking out all that are his own, he goes on ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they recognize his voice. They never follow a stranger, but will run away from him because strangers' voices are unfamiliar to them. Yeshua used this indirect manner of speaking with them, but they didn't understand what he was talking to them about. So Yeshua said to them again, Yes, indeed, I tell you that I am the gate for the sheep. All those who have come before me have been thieves and robbers, but the sheep didn't listen to them. I am the gate. If someone enters through me, he will be safe and go in and out and find pasture. The thief comes only in order to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come so that they may have life in its fullest measure. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, since he isn't a shepherd and the sheep aren't his own, sees the wolf coming, abandons the sheep, and runs away. Then the wolf drags them off and scatters them. The hired worker behaves like this because that's all he is, a hired worker. So it doesn't matter to him what happens to the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father. And I lay down my life on behalf of the sheep. Also I have other sheep which are not of this pen. I need to bring them, and they will hear my voice, and there will be one flock, one shepherd. This is why the Father loves me, because I lay down my life, in order to take it up again. No one takes it away from me. On the contrary, I lay it down of my own free will. I have the power to lay it down, and I have the power to take it up again. This is what my Father commanded me to do. Again, there was a split among the Judeans because of what he said. Many of them said, He has a demon, and he's crazy. Why do you listen to him? Others said, These are not the deeds of a man who is demonized. How can a demon open people's eyes? Then came Hanukkah in Jerusalem. It was winter, and Yeshua was walking around inside the temple area, in Shlomo's colonnade. So the Judeans surrounded him and said to him, How much longer are you going to keep us in suspense? If you are the Messiah, tell us publicly. Yeshua answered them, I have already told you, and you don't trust me. The works I do in my Father's name testify on my behalf, but the reason you don't trust is that you are not included among my sheep. My sheep listen to my voice. I recognize them. They follow me, and I give them eternal life. They will absolutely never be destroyed, and no one will snatch them from my hands. My Father who gave them to me is greater than all, and no one can snatch them from the Father's hands. I and the Father are one. Once again the Judeans picked up rocks in order to stone him. Yeshua answered them, You have seen me do many good deeds that reflect the Father's power. For which of these deeds are you stoning me? The Judeans replied, We are not stoning you for any good deed, but for blasphemy, because you, who are only a man, are making yourself out to be God, Elohim. Yeshua answered them, Isn't it written in your Torah, I have said, you people are Elohim? If he called Elohim the people to whom the word of Elohim was addressed, and the Tanakh cannot be broken, then you are telling the one whom the Father set apart as holy and sent into the world, you are committing blasphemy just because I said, I am a son of Elohim? If I am not doing deeds that reflect my Father's power, don't trust me. But if I am, then, even if you don't trust me, trust the deeds, so that you may understand once and for all that the Father is united with me, and I am united with the Father. One more time they tried to arrest him, but he slipped out of their hands. He went off again beyond the Yarden, where Yochanan had been immersing at first, and stayed there. Many people came to him and said, Yochanan performed no miracles, but everything Yochanan said about this man was true, and many people there put their trust in him. End of John, Yochanan, chapter 10.